What if we run away? What if we left today? What if we said goodbye to safe and sound? What if we're hard to find? What if we lost our minds? What if we let them fall behind and they're never found? And when the lights start flashing like a photo booth and the stars exploding, we'll be fireproof. My youth is yours, tripping on skies, sipping waterfalls. My youth is yours, run away now and forevermore. My youth is yours, a truth so loud you can't ignore. My youth is yours. What if we start to drive? What if we close our eyes? Speeding through red lights into paradise. Cause we've no time for getting old. What a body, timeless souls. Cross your fingers, here we go. And when the lights start flashing like a photo booth and the stars exploding, we'll be fireproof. My youth is yours, tripping on skies, sipping waterfalls. My youth is yours, run away now and forevermore. My youth is yours, a truth so loud you can't ignore. My youth is yours. My youth is yours, tripping on skies, sipping waterfalls. My youth is yours, run away now and forever. My youth is yours, a truth so loud you can't ignore. My youth is yours. My youth is to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word, but that was when I ruled the world. That was when I ruled the world.
Quiet on set. Are you filming?
Yep.
My favorite memory was probably when we went to Tennessee and we were just like doing a bunch of fun stuff there. We went to the aquarium, had that team dinner thing, and it was just a lot of fun trip.
Okay, favorite memory. I don't know if Coach knows about this, but my sophomore year in Midland, see, basically our travel rules are that we do room checks usually at like 9 or 10, and then you're just stuck with your room. So usually people go to bed like really early, but we had rooms that for some reason were set up so that they like connected, and so me, Taylor, and Christina were in a room, and we found out that there was this like door like in our room that led to Ashley, Emily, and Mahie's room, and so we played cards and basically had a party till like midnight. It was really fun.
Definitely a state championship. I wasn't in it, but I got to warm up Ermon for it, so there's that. And it was just awesome to see him win and then go right over to Matt and Alec and see them win as well. And it was just a great day for Dragon Tennis and the whole program.
My favorite memory was probably last year during the fall season. A lot of the guys and I realized that our singles matches are going to be pretty easy, so we decided to start racing against each other to see who would finish their matches the fastest.
My favorite memory was us going to Tennessee for the first time sophomore year, because we weren't supposed to go at all, and then the coaches surprised us one day in practice, and it was honestly just the best time because we've never just been out of state in general, so we got to fly on an airplane, and I just remember this one time the coaches left us with all the guys for lunch, I think, and then all the girls were just locked in the van, and we were all just blasting music at full volume, and it's just the best time.
Okay, so my favorite memory was definitely junior year when our whole team got to go to nationals in Chattanooga, and it was just so fun because I got a room with Haley, Riley, and Ashton, and we just stayed up like every single night just recreating vines and like having, I don't know, just random talks, and it was so fun.
Probably when Emily and I were playing Macy Wu for the second time in like 2 weeks, and we had just finished the first set and we had won 6-1 despite the fact that nobody thought we would win that match, including us. And we just sat down and we were like, what just happened? Did we just beat Macy Wu 6-1 in the first set? And then we lost the second set, but we won the third one, so.
My favorite memory was when Coach took us to CC's right before districts, and then we lost because everyone was full of pizza and cinnamon rolls.
Okay, so my favorite memory was the end of year party freshman year when we had this giant scavenger hunt across Southlake, and there's like tons of random challenges like dressing up in the others' clothes, getting a picture in a police car, getting pictures with dogs. It was just a really fun time.
So I know this is a lot of people's funniest memory, but my funniest memory was driving back from Midland sophomore year. We were really bored, so Ashley literally just was taking a cap full of water and just pouring it on Sam. And we somehow convinced her that the bus ceiling was raining for some weird reason. And she kept moving, and Ashley would just follow her. And then it ended eventually with Ashley literally just pouring a whole bottle of water on top of her. And then I think somebody, like a couple of other people were pouring water on their shirts too, just to continue the joke. And it was honestly really funny just to see her face at the end whenever we told her.
My funniest memory was when Gino, Ainesh, and I were throwing the grapes in the locker room, and Gino and I had to take the fall for Ainesh because he wouldn't fess up.
Funniest memory was probably convincing Ryan and Gina to throw the grapes.
So I'd go back to sophomore year playing against Plano West. We were down to 9-all, one match left, and this was in time of Pokemon Go. So we pulled it up. There was a Venusaur like 50 yards away. So me, Erman, Rory, Jacob, and Cole ran to get it because it's a Venusaur. So I'm not proud of this, by the way. But so we got it. We were all excited and everything. And Erman blew our cover by saying like, "Oh my gosh, there's a Pikachu!" So yeah, and then we were running for that.
This is gonna be everyone's funniest memory, but on the way back from Midland, also, I think it was either my sophomore or junior year, Ash Kim thought it would be fun to start pouring water on my head, and I didn't know where it was coming from. So I just thought it was like someone's lunchbox or something was like leaking from the bus, or like the AC was leaking. And so I was taking paper towels and like trying to figure out where this water was coming from. And finally she just dumped the entire water bottle on my head, and there's a really good video of it, but I was wet for the rest of the trip, so.
Probably when Sam was in Midland, and we were going back sophomore year, and Ashley was just pouring water on Sam, and Sam thought the bus was leaking.
My funniest memory was probably sophomore year, so they're kind of like 2-ish. So Bobby forgot his pants one day at practice, and so he just went into Lost and Found and ended up finding like the only pair of shorts in there which were girl shorts, so he had these short shorts on for the practice. And then like literally a week later he forgot his pants again and just ended up wearing his khakis, but he didn't have a belt, so they ended up falling down in the middle of practice. And then also like the end of year party, we were doing like a slip and slide with shaving cream, and we just thought it'd be really fun to cover RV completely in shaving cream, so he was just like head to toe like white just because of all the shaving cream, and it was so funny.
Funniest memory? The end of the year party sophomore year at Bobby's house when we took a watermelon, covered it in Vaseline, and then Nyan tried to throw it into the pool, but completely missed, and it just spilled everywhere. And then there's also the shaving cream. That was good too.
My funniest memory was probably when I was playing with Cole. We played Mark Konevsky, and he kept getting really upset. I think he started cussing at us in Russian. Yeah.
So I'd say going back to freshman year regional playback, which I won, and then for some reason I felt the need to hug Alex Ruth, my opponent, at the end. And yeah, I didn't really hear the end of that, but here's the picture. Awkward.
I've had a lot of really favorite matches, but I think my sophomore year in the fall season, Taylor Roosh and I were playing doubles, and we beat Plano West to put us up 4-3, and that's the first time I've ever beaten Plano West, and so that was a really fun match.
My most memorable match was definitely Tennessee, my sophomore year, when Roy was playing on the indoor courts. And Junior and I were cheering so loud that the kid was straight up about to jump over the fence and attack us. It was pretty scary, but it was kind of funny.
probably freshman year when I was playing with Shreya, and I broke my wrist during the match. Just cracked it right there.
My most memorable match was probably watching Taylor and Chris Lash playing at state last year because it was on my birthday, and it was really fun. And like, even though they lost, it was such a fun time to go down to College Station and hang out with my friend and watch her play tennis. And it was great.
My most memorable match was probably when we were at Nationals in Tennessee, and I was the deciding match, and everybody was like watching, and I was in tiebreaker, and then I ended up winning, so we got third.
So my most memorable match that I played, I think, was regional senior year with Christina versus Tascosa, because even though we lost at the very end, but it was still really fun because just being in that environment in general. And somehow we were able to win that match 11-9 in the tiebreaker, even though the ref kind of screwed us over at the end. So that was honestly just so exciting to play. And then my favorite match to watch was probably sophomore year, Allen, our fall match against Allen. We were down 6-9 overall and was somehow able to come back from like 4 matches and win the match overall. And then it was honestly kind of funny at the end because the Allen coach was so mad.
Districts junior year, I was playing with Aaron against couples doubles, and before we had Taco Bell, so in the middle of a match, he just cramped so hard and I couldn't move, and then coach came onto the court. He looked so pissed at Aaron, and I ended up carrying Aaron super hard, and we won that.
Yeah, my most memorable match was probably last year playing against Coppell in the fall season, because basically everyone did really well and not anything that could have gone wrong just didn't.
Oh, I miss the most. That's hard, but probably like Dunkin' runs in the morning with the girls.
What I'll probably miss most is the fall season and getting to like cheer for everybody and being like cheered on and stuff. I feel like that was really fun. Making like a single person sport into like a group environment, team environment sport.
I guess what I'll miss most is just the people and the team dynamic in general, especially during the fall season, because every single person on the team for all 4 years have made my experience memorable, and it's just nothing's more exciting than being able to see your teammates just jumping and screaming on the fence during like a really huge match.
No, probably just like the support of my teammates and like just like when I'm feeling down and stuff and them picking me up.
So nothing against the girls or anything, but the guys have fostered a great relationship over the past 4 years, and the embodiment of that is definitely through the shower party at the end of the year. Last practice, y'all bring food and just have a ball. So I'm gonna miss that, but I know the underclassmen will keep the tradition going, and I have comfort in that.
The shower parties.
Shower parties.
The shower parties.
Study.
Don't care about challenge matches, and just grip it and rip it.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Your body is a Ferrari. Iron sharpens iron. You can only control your effort and your attitude. Hashtag TBC.
My advice for the underclassmen is to don't take anything for granted because next thing you'll know, you'll be sitting here doing the same interview.
I think for underclassmen, really just enjoy playing and like hanging out with your teammates. At the end of the day, you play tennis for fun, so don't take yourself too seriously on court.
So my advice for underclassmen is to definitely just don't take anything for granted and like really appreciate your parents because they do so much for you and you may not even realize it. Just definitely try to make friendships on the team, like establish relationships because those people you'll remember for the rest of your life, and I'm so glad that I had that opportunity.
I'd say definitely have a role model of one of the upperclassmen. There's a bunch of great people on this team, and just looking up to someone will help you become better and walk in their footsteps and just become a better person and thrive in and out of the classroom.
My advice for underclassmen is just to enjoy your high school years because they go by super fast, and now I'm already a senior. So just enjoy all the time that you have.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for always supporting me and just like being there when I needed you, and for like putting up with me when I'm being super annoying. I love you guys, so thanks.
I just want to thank you guys so much for always supporting me and always being there for me. You know, like if I'm throwing a temper tantrum on the court, you guys are always there for me. Love you guys so much.
Thanks to my mom and dad for introducing me to tennis. I'm really thankful you guys introduced me to this, and then thank you for attending all my more important matches and for supporting me through them.
To my parents, words cannot describe the gratitude and appreciation I hold for y'all. From all the early mornings and late nights at tournaments, I cannot thank you enough for all the sacrifices. And I wouldn't be the man I am today without your constant support and guidance. Thanks so much for giving me so much to be thankful for. Love you guys.
Thanks to my mom, my dad, Nathaniel, for always being there for my matches and supporting me through the tough ones, even when I lost. Just thank you for always being there.
So my thanks for my parents. So I want to say thank you to my mom and thank you to my dad and all my siblings for always coming and watching my matches. I know that some of them were kind of hard to watch, but thank you guys for coming and supporting me and just cheering me on, win or lose. Thank you guys.
So thank you, Mom and Dad, for both being so supportive and encouraging in everything I do, especially in tennis. And I know that everything you've done has led me here to be the best person I could possibly be. And thank you for all your help and love, especially in getting up in the mornings for practice. And I love you guys so much.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, so much for supporting me in everything and every decision that I've ever made. Thank you for so many of the wonderful opportunities that you have provided for me, and I just love you guys so much.
Mom and Dad, I just want to thank y'all so much for showing up to all of my matches, for always supporting me, and for making me breakfast at anywhere from like 4:30 to like 6 in the morning every day. Y'all are the best. And also a big thank you to my grandparents for showing up no matter what the weather was. It could be 20 degrees or 100 degrees and y'all were there. So thanks for being awesome fans.